Joshua. Strong, brave, holy, chosen. Joshua, taking charge, leading God's people, conquering lands. Joshua, believing God would fulfill his promise, he took a stand against the nations, claiming the land they almost missed, dealing with sin in the camp which God dismissed. Joshua, defeating Ai with the power of his maker, he made a treaty with Gibeon, living in peace, brothers, sisters as one. But someone had a problem with this perfect harmony between two nations that were not always one with ease. 5 kings heard of God's glory, of his promise to his chosen, that they would conquer their land, leaving the people in despair and moaning. So they planned together to take down Joshua and his neighbors. But God had already spoken. This was not the end to his story. God told Joshua to rid himself of all fear, that he himself was already there and had already handed these armies to Joshua and his men. So the Israelites and Gibeonites fought with all their might, but their day was quickly running out of light. So Joshua spoke with God and commanded the sun to stand still. And God heard Joshua's words and stopped the sun right where it stood, until the fight was over and won by God's chosen and the inhabitants of Gibeon. And so Joshua fulfilled what was promised by the Lord, that the land once belonging to others was theirs no more. It belonged to the Israelites, God's chosen ones, who had suffered in the desert but was covered by his mercy and love to receive the promised land even when they didn't deserve it. So what can I take from this today? Joshua spoke and God listened. The creator, preserver, and governor of all nations, the Holy One who is above all, heard Joshua's words and didn't let them fall. God fulfilled his promise to the Israelites that their nation would be taken out of the darkness of Egypt and into the light of a promised land that they could call their own. And God does this today for us with his one and only Son, who was crucified, bled, and died for each one of our sins, that we may accept this act of love to let God's glory reign. So when in doubt, when you think that God doesn't hear your prayers, remember the day he stopped the sun and let his people gain what he promised to them was theirs. Remember, he is always listening and he always cares about what you are going through, whether big or small. He hears, listens, loves, and takes care of it all.